Ryan Shackelford. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, the opening contest tonight is the next in our series entitled Challenge of the Immortals. This is a season-long affair, ladies and gentlemen, with teams accumulating points, and at the end, the prize, yes indeed, immortality. So right now, the following is a trios match. It will be wrestled to one fall. At this time, let's bring out members of team number one. Making their way towards the ring. Please welcome first the mellow stylings of smooth sailing Ashley Remington. His partner is the big blue bruiser. Welcome, and their partner, he is the team captain of the Buffalo Amasis. Ladies and gentlemen, Battle Hive. And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents. Please welcome first the demonic duo of Old Guardian and the Batiri. And their partner is the mystic,
It's Sword of Destiny time. I'm Mike Quackenbush with Bryce Remsburg calling for you Challenge of the Immortals action. It's the Arcane Horde. It's the Battle Hive in front of a packed house here at the Logan Square Auditorium. Can't wait for this one to get underway.
Hanging from the rafters in the Windy City, Brain. Hanging from the rafters. We mentioned earlier, sold out 2 months in advance. This crowd is ready for some Chikara action, and they are going to get it in Challenge of the Immortals form. 3-on-3, the Battle Hive meeting up with the Arcane Horde.
An interesting point here in our double round-robin tournament, the Challenge of the Immortals. Both these teams right now, they are tied. Each team has 2 points coming into this match. Arcane Horde has 2 points. Battle Hive has 2 points. This one will be a real difference maker for these 2 teams.
And we are also seeing, I believe, the last of the 40 competitors to see in-ring action.
Yes.
The one and only smooth sailing Ashley Remington joining up with the Battle Hive for the first time this year. Finger guns ablazing in Chicago.
He was a final round draft pick by team captain Amasis, was Ashley Remington, and a great pick at that. He's a real wild card in the whole tournament.
Doesn't seem like he has a lot in common with his Battle Hive teammates, but that's not what it's about. It's about talent, it's about winning matches, and they've had 2 so far victories, looking to pick up their 3rd point here in Chicago.
Amasis really taking his time, getting the measure of Obarian here.
So Amasis probably the most familiar with his opponents, the longest tenured Chikara star on that side of the ring. Amasis probably a 8-year veteran or so, been sharing locker rooms and rings on occasion with the likes of Mantis and the Batiri. Worker and Ashley Remington, not as much. For the test
of strength, maybe not. Maybe he's playing a little mind games here, Bryce.
He plays his games with his feet normally. We'll see how this ends up. There we go. Just a little.
Always ready to cut a canvas is the Funky Pharaoh himself.
Just like that. No big deal. No problem. And
what's that? Obarian's not going to dance off with
right? I don't know that I've ever seen that.
Well, for sure that was coming. Great looking drop kick, finds the mark. Obarian down on the mat here. Amas has been all over him here for a couple seconds now. Here comes Worker Ant. Interesting to see these 2 in combination. What do you know?
I don't know that I've ever seen Worker Ant dance before. Follows it up with a double elbow drop. Amas and Worker Ant as a team, they kind of have all the I's crossed and all the I's dotted and all the T's crossed.
I believe that's the expression.
That's what we're looking for. But the lowercase J's, as it were, perhaps.
Mantis is having a hard time keeping track of Batiri 1 and 2. Have you caught that?
It's been a problem all season long.
Right, they're not the pit bulls.
No, they're with different tattoos and different face paint and different body types. They do look similar, but at close range, I feel this is a pretty easy accomplishment.
Kodama's given up height and weight here to Worker, and he's really going to have to fight to keep that side headlock, and I think he knows it. He's graduated now to a wrist lock. He's manipulating him all the way out there. He's got the thumbs against the back of his upturned palm. Taking the pressure off is Worker, and he's got control now.
Bigger man, but probably the biggest in the match. I would say most powerful, but not with Ashley Remington on the apron. Side headlock takeover.
I gotta say, I'm not entirely surprised to see Mantis wanted the Batiri for his squad, but looking across the ring, what an intriguing combination Amasis, Ashley Remington, and Worker Ant are.
Yes. The 4th member of the Battle Hive, Fire Ant. Him and Worker Ant make sense, but you gotta think, they didn't draft each other. Amasis drafted both of them.
Yes.
That part of the plan seemingly made sense. The Remington curveball in the last round. Maybe that's what was left.
Yeah. Kodama, they're really surprising the audience, I think. He is not generally regarded for his scientific acumen, and yet a very technical escape there to find his way out of the head scissor. Very enthusiastic crowd, as it is every time we're in Chicago.
Does have a Johnny Saint tattoo on his leg. You don't see that. Yeah, you don't see that. It's
hidden
covered
by his tights.
Yes.
The Latigo, the Mexican whip. Oh, he tried to scoop underneath. He backed him up there, almost caballazo. Torreo there to Kodama. Up and over he goes. He snuck the arm drag out the far side. Now it's Kodama in motion. He turned the momentum around very quickly. Worker Ant hangs on. Whoa, all the way out to the apron, but he landed on his feet.
Perhaps telegraph a little bit too much. Slingshot arm drag by Kodama.
Oh, he telegraphed that. Worker Ant saw it coming. He put the brakes on. He can't arm drag him. Oh, wow, he's muscling him up.
There's that bruiser mentality from Worker Ant, just hoisting him up and slamming him down. And Kodama, Batiri number 2, rethinking the strategy over here in the corner. He's number 2.
I bet they argue about that.
Whoever's on the right of his...
I want to believe that they go everywhere like in a yellow smart car, and they argue about who's number 1 and 2. They listen to the Carpenters.
The Carpenters fans.
for my super dated reference of Sword of Destiny. Ashley Remington in the ring for the very first time. Arguably Bryce Remsburg's favorite wrestler on the roster.
I'll take away the arguably on that one.
All right.
But now a first-time meetup, I would imagine. I got Ultra Mantis and Ashley Remington across the ring from one another.
Two of the most charismatic individuals in all of professional wrestling set to lock up for the very first time.
Usually it's Let's Go Sailing Chicago, but I appreciate your personal touch.
Aren't there some handbills you could pass out to people on their way in?
I'd probably work something out.
All right, get on that.
I know a guy. His name is Dr. Keith Lipinski. Yeah. Man about town, Chicago.
Really taking their time here. Neither guy wants to go rushing in. Two very accomplished wrestlers in the ring. Ultra Mantis Black, not all that long ago, with his biggest career win at King of Trios in Easton, Pennsylvania. It was a long time coming for the maniacal insectoid. Oh, he's really dragging out the count here as Ultra Mantis. And not that he's afraid to break the rules. No. They don't come much more devious than that man.
Absolutely not. Don't be fazed by his rabid popularity. He has till 5 on the break, which is accurate. Took every bit of that 4, though.
If this is your first time with us, fans, Ultra Mantis Black is the one wearing a mantis mask and garbed in black. Ashley Remington is the man rocking seafoam green.
That's true. And he wore the sailor cap to the ring.
Oh, look at this!
Oh! Obliging the Logan Square Auditorium. All right. It was okay.
Right.
I would try to start dance-offs when Amasis is not around.
Right?
Right?
Boy, Amasis is so ready to go. Did somebody say dance-off? Amasis is ready.
Oh, wow. And in comes the Funky Pharaoh. Is dancing immortality on the line as well in this tournament?
I think you can achieve immortality by dancing. I don't know that you will in this round robin.
Yes. Wow. What? 5. Selling himself, I'm guessing on a scale of 5, I imagine.
On the Meltzer scale.
Yeah, yes.
That's how you rate
He's
dance-offs.
only given out a few 5-star dance-offs in the history.
Very few.
Yes.
Most of them have been at Chikara. I wouldn't point that out.
Yeah. Yes.
On the Bled Island system of ranking, Kodama's dance-off was adequate.
Yes.
Adequate.
He breaks on 1, my friends. No need for that 4. Just the kind of guy he is. Ultra Mantis takes more than that to charm Ultra Mantis Black.
Pinning combination there, clasp of the hands on that bridging cradle. Ultra Mantis he swung just a little too high, got caught with a right half Nelson. Oh, terrific throw from Remington there. And look at this, look at the way he just lifts him up there like a Perellan lift. You can see the amateur wrestling background of Ashley Remington shining through here. While Ultra Mantis Black was busy studying the black arts, Ashley Remington was studying Olympic wrestling.
Holding the ropes for him. The Batiri, other guy's not afraid to break a rule or two if the situation calls for it. And now maybe gonna see a dive out of Smooth Sailing here. Wouldn't put it past him. Nah. Finger guns here, and one of these three are gonna have to get in the ring here. Mantis there, the leader of the team. No, they're all three coming in.
Perpetually in good spirits is Ashley Remington. Maybe it's starting to get a little more aggressive here between these guys. These two teams, as we said, they are tied right now in our double round robin, the challenge of the Immortals. Chicago branch of the Chikara wants him to hug it out. Looks like finger guns all around.
12 for the price of one there, but now the Arcane Horde. Yeah,
12 for the price of one.
Absolutely.
I could get donuts at that rate. Oh, he's hooked him. Could be the full Nelson Slam. An Ultra Mantis Black trademark.
One of his favorites. We mentioned the fourth Battle Hive member is firing at the fourth Arcane Horde member, Oleg the Usurper. We saw that briefly before this contest there. Maybe not so much on the same wavelength as Ultra Mantis and the Batiri over here in the Arcane Horde. He was kind of a spike grab, if I remember the draft correctly.
That's right. It was a trade that was worked out between team captains after the draft ended. It seemed like the machinations of Sidney Bacabella allowed Ultra Mantis to get O'Barian to complete the Batiri, but he had to take Oleg the Usurper to get him. And after what we saw last month in Haverhill, Massachusetts, the interactions between Bacabella, who has the wrestling managerial contract of Oleg the Usurper, I am not surprised Mantis, in all the upcoming matches announced for Challenge of the Immortals, Oleg is not on the team.
Right. We saw what happens. We saw back in North Carolina in March, even when that contract comes out, Oleg becomes momentarily, if even, a different wrestler, and that's not a guy you can trust on your team in these matches. And as we get later and later in the season, every match means a little bit more in the Challenge of the Immortals.
A perfect score in Challenge of the Immortals would be 18 points, but virtually impossible in my book for any team to have a perfect record when you consider the caliber of these 10 quartets. Amasis here really showing him how it's done. What a great leg lariat he threw there. Now working in tandem with Worker Ant. I was impressed before with how well they worked together. Look at Worker Ant and whoa! Soars through the air with the greatest of ease, does Amasis.
High speed, impactful offense. Flapjack from a long way down. Worker Ant's got to be 6'2", 6'3", and he eats the canvas hard there, but Batiri number one, better known as O'Barian, hot on his trails.
Yep, trying to chop him down, and that'll take him down. Drop toe hold. Look at O'Barian, so rapid. This man, he strikes so suddenly. Oh, what a great 540 kick there. Ultra Mantis with a boot to the midsection. Could it be Cosmic Doom? Wow. He scores!
Way up and way down on that one, and Remington right behind him.
Oh, he wanted the O'Connor roll. Mantis blocked. Oh no, he charged right in. Wow. Spun him around, stacked him up. Kodama kept his eye on the action. He just saved that match for his team.
Absolutely did. Those trade winds were blowing, but saving the pin. This is going to continue. And now both Batiri, you mentioned those sudden offense. That one of their favorite pet moves. Concussion City in a hurry.
O'Barian is so explosive. Right there now, he's in between two members of the Battle Hive who are, they just tossed him right out on the Ultra Mantis Black.
Not a lot of distance, this sold-out crowd between the front row and the ring apron here at the Logan Square Auditorium.
Good grief.
All the way over.
What we were saying earlier about the splash zone, with every seat sold here at the Logan Square Auditorium, there's not a whole lot of place to go. Oh, Kodama there with the high knee right between the shoulder blades. Kodama now ready to fly. Pescado Plancha? Oh,
wow.
He couldn't knock those two men over. They caught him right out of the air. What are they doing here? Oh, look at this.
Oh.
He's got a waistlock, Bryce. You gotta be kidding me. Could it be the German? Oh, he nailed it. Incredible. Perfect execution of the German suplex. And the real difference maker for his team was Ashley Remington, Battle Hive with their third point.